Within the past couple of months, it seems like Amazon has just been restricting brands from sellers left and right. Amazon has also been implementing new qualifications on brands that sellers can apply to sell, which on some brands, instead of requiring 10 units for approval, they're requiring 100 units. And don't even think about trying to place an order of 100 units with Target. They will cancel your order and ban you. I warned you. People have been talking about these changes here and there, but I feel like they always revert it back to new sellers and saying, oh, well, if you're a new seller, this, and oh, new sellers are restricted in this, which is true. But these restrictions and these new qualifications are also affecting sellers who have been selling for years and doing 6, 7, and 8 figures every year. Veteran sellers are experiencing these restrictions every single day, just like the seller who may have opened their account yesterday. In this case, let's just say that Amazon is Regina George.
How many of you have ever felt personally victimized by Regina George?
And therefore, I too have personally been victimized by Amazon. Not only am I having to personally deal with these new restrictions and qualifications for brands, but I talk with and interact with so many people every single day. Whether it is my students, people who want to become students, or just people on social media leaving comments or sending me DMs being like, Rebecca, I can't sell anything. How can you sell everything? So within this video, I'm going to get into the restrictions that Amazon has in place, how to bypass them, and how to successfully find brands that you can sell. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. That way you don't miss any of the videos that I post every single week.
The big red restriction that you're seeing when you scan products to sell on Amazon, yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
I have been selling on Amazon for almost 3.5 years, and that red restriction has always been around. It's definitely not new. However, it is popping up a little bit more than usual. So what exactly does it mean? When you scan an item that you potentially want to sell on Amazon, and the listing pops up and you see the red restricted on the left-hand side, it means you cannot sell it, nor apply to sell it, nor do you even have a chance at it at this moment. AKA, let it go and move on to the next. Now, why are you seeing a lot of this? Well, honestly, Amazon has cracked down, and the most I've ever seen, to be honest. They have definitely gotten a lot stricter on what brands people can sell and who can sell these brands. On average, I am helping around 20 people a day to sell on Amazon. And here is something consistent that I have noticed. No one's product restrictions are the same, meaning that most of these restrictions are not universal restrictions. In my opinion, it seems like Amazon is just randomly, but kind of strategically, picking sellers to have those brands restricted for them. For example, like I said, I have been an Amazon seller for almost 3.5 years now. I personally have done 6 figures in sales every single year. Under Armour was one of the first brands I ever did an ungate for, and I sold a bunch of it. But in August of 2024, I randomly got restricted. However, hundreds of my students can still sell it, and people are still able to apply to sell that brand to this day. Now make that make sense.
I do believe that Amazon became too lenient over the last couple years with just approving sellers and approving people to sell. And now it feels like they're kind of just cleaning up their own mess. I personally think there's too much counterfeit being moved through these Amazon warehouses. There's too many messed up and generic listings and just too many sketchy sellers, honestly. I am hopeful though that these brands and bigger name brands that people know and love and want to sell will start to open back up this year. But unfortunately, Amazon doesn't let you know a damn thing. So you just really have to be on alert. When you see a red restriction, do not get discouraged. Just move on and know that it is super random and that honestly, every single Amazon seller is dealing with the same thing. However, even what I say to my students is I would check that brand at least once a week and just see if anything's changed or if you can request approval.
Let's get into the tea. What you guys really want to know, which is how to bypass this and find brands to sell on Amazon successfully. Selling on Amazon really does come with endless opportunities. I know it might not feel that way right now, but trust me, stick with it. And these endless opportunities being clothing, shoes, toys, electronics, grocery, pet, baby, beauty, household, gardening, automobile, and the list goes on. Now, why am I naming all of those categories? Because those are just 11 out of thousands of products, categories, brands, and opportunities you have while selling on Amazon. Nike is restricted for you? I bet you Champion isn't. Reebok is asking you for 100 units? I bet you Brooks isn't. You are your own worst enemy if you're going to go into selling on Amazon with a one-track mind. You will fail. Another main tip that I tell to my students is that you do not matter. I know that's hard to hear, but hear me out. As an Amazon seller, nobody cares what you like and what you don't like, what you would wear and what you wouldn't wear, that you would never buy this, but you would totally buy this. Nobody cares. Because guess what? There's like 1 million orders probably placed on Amazon every single hour of just people wanting and needing everything and things that are so random, things that you love, things that you would probably hate, but guess what? There's a demand for it and somebody wants it out there right to their doorstep. And our job is to just fulfill that demand. You should be using these restrictions as fuel to get uncomfortable. You might not have a single clue about products in the automobile category, but guess what? Those products might be flying like hotcakes. Having this mindset will allow you to sell products with less competition, which means faster sales, which means a faster return on your investment. And this is what I help my students with every single day. As you start to get sales, or honestly even just start to ungate brands, I promise you Amazon will just slowly start to make things a little bit easier for you. Meaning more auto ungates will occur, brand restrictions might be lifted, you will get paid out faster, and so on. If you're ready to start your Amazon seller journey but just don't know where to start, check the link down below in the description. That way you can see how I can best help you out along your journey. Amazon at the end of the day is a game. You have to play their game and understand it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember to always think outside the box when it comes to business and selling on Amazon. See you guys next week. And as always, let's keep finding and flipping.